live.
Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 238. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host. He is the executive producer, the show creator, and the all-around great guy. That's my son, Matt.
Thank you. Good morning.
Hello.
Happy Friday. Happy Veterans Day, everybody.
Yes, happy Veterans Day.
Yes.
Rocking the Pizza Planet t-shirt that he got. Did Liam give you that or?
That was Trish, my mother.
Trish gave you that?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Gosh.
Trish, Sarah, and Liam went out to San Diego to visit the other in-laws,
Yeah.
the other grandparents.
Right.
And they went to Disneyland. So I should have worn my new Disney shirt. But
Yeah, Trish's thing is she buys me T-shirts wherever she goes.
Okay, right,
Yeah.
right.
Even if it has nothing to do with where she goes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you for choosing us. Our goal is always to start your day off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We are live on YouTube Friday mornings at 8 o'clock, but you can also find us on all of your favorite podcast apps. Coming up today, it's the return of Am I the A-Hole? Foodie Friday is on the way. We have a special guest as our main story, some news for fans of The Office, and a story about how it's never too soon to decorate. I don't know why I'm doing this story, because
You don't agree with it.
Sarah's going to jump all over it. Sarah's staying at our house, and she wants to put the tree up now. She thought after Halloween the tree should go up.
Right.
So, but Trish, and I go along with Trish, we got to have
You have to, buddy.
kind of sort of have
Those
to,
are the
right?
rules. Yeah.
Thanksgiving first, then the tree.
Right.
So, anyway, we'll get to all that, but good morning. It's great to see you. Missed you this week. It's great to see you. We have some
Other
people
weeks he doesn't, but this week he was really missing you guys.
Yeah, there are some weeks where I'm just like, those people, you know?
Okay. For a second, I thought you were just going to straight up admit, most weeks, honestly, could care less about you guys. But this week, I missed you. I missed you this week.
It is Friday, November 11th. It is National Sunday Day, so it's a good day for a hot fudge sundae, I guess.
On a Friday?
In November?
Weird.
A Friday in November?
Yeah.
And it is Veterans Day. It was on this day in 1918 that World War I ended, when the armistice was signed by the Allies and Germany. Hostilities ended at 11 a.m., the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month. Is this the only holiday they do? Well, they don't move the 4th of July.
Now, are we 100% sure that it was exactly all those things? What if they were late? The guy carrying the pens was just a little bit late that day. You think they fudged the numbers because of just to make it the 11s?
That's what they said.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't either. So I mean, I'm old, but I'm not that old. No, I wasn't.
You just couldn't get the plane ticket that day, is what it was. Did they have planes? What time are we talking? What year? I'm terrible with years.
1918.
They have planes back then? When was the plane invented?
Yeah, they did.
They did. All right.
They did.
Just got to check. See, it's a stupid comment to make, but a lot of people were probably wondering the same thing. I'm brave enough to say it.
Yeah. Where is it? There's some place where there is not a statue, but there's cement or granite blocks that represent each branch of the military.
Okay.
And they have a hole in the top. And on 11/11/11, at 11 o'clock on the 11th of November,
okay,
the sun gets in just the right place that it shines through all of them.
That's cool.
And I think does what? The American Eagle, I think?
Now, isn't there a thing where time is slowly Didn't we have a story about that? The day is slowly getting longer or something like that? Does that affect that at all?
We did, didn't we?
Are we going to get to a point where it's going to happen at 10:58?
November 3rd when it lines up.
Right.
I don't know.
But also, that stinks if the one time the sun's in the perfect spot, cloudy day.
Oh, yeah, that would be bad.
And it might be, I don't know. We got clouds here.
Yeah, we got, I guess, Gale's getting the weather we're going to get later today.
Cloudy and raining, yeah.
Which I think is part of the hurricane that passed by Justin.
I believe so, yeah.
But he was okay?
I don't know.
He didn't lose power or anything?
No, he said it was just, right, Justin? You just had some rain is what it was. Luckily, it missed you guys.
On the datebook for today, on this day in 1620, the Mayflower Pilgrims made their first landing in America. It was at Provincetown Harbor. On this day in 1957, Sun Records released the single Great Balls of Fire by Jerry Lee Lewis. It sold 1 million copies in its first 10 days.
Let's hear it.
Goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire.
You know, I didn't know what the song was.
You
by
shake
the
my
title,
nerves and you rattle my brain.
but now I remember it. And,
Okay.
and did you practice that? Did you
No.
practice that?
No, I didn't. No,
'Cause
I did not.
The beginning was like on point. And like right when I said, let's hear it, it's like you snapped in your brain. You were like, time to go. Goodness.
Well, you know
goodness. Like you definitely practiced the goodness.
Well, that's the way the song
Goodness.
goes.
No, I know.
Goodness
But
gracious.
I'm saying you practiced doing it.
Well, to be honest
Nailed
with
it.
you,
I'm
I
giving you a compliment.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I do write this stuff early in the week.
Mm-hmm.
And when I wrote it, I think probably on Monday, I was like,
Goodness.
I was like,
Good. He's sitting down and he's
No,
replying. Goodness. Just trying to get it right.
I knew you were
He's
going
like,
to
goodness,
ask.
little sharp. Goodness. There it is. Found it. Goodness.
Me.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah.
I think there's another one coming up too.
I knew you were going to ask. Yes, there is. Yeah. On this day in 1959, we had the first episode of the cartoon series Rocky and His Friends. That featured Rocket J. Squirrel and Bullwinkle J. Moose. It was on NBC. Gives me a chance to do the only time I can do my Bullwinkle.
Okay.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
I didn't know you had a bullwinkle.
Nothing up my sleeves.
News to me.
It's one of the few I can still do.
I was gonna say, is there gonna be a new impression segment where I need to be like, let's hear the impression?
I used to do impression. That's one of the few I can still do.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
It was on this day in 1968, here it is, that the Beatles with Billy Preston released Get Back.
Let's hear it. Get back, JoJo.
I just spaced.
That's my favorite part.
Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged.
Get back, JoJo. That's not where it is, but that's my favorite part.
Who was JoJo, I wonder? And why did he?
I don't know. I mean,
I'll
you
have to
see
look
them
that up.
writing the song like in the thing. It kind
In
of
the- yeah, in
they
the-
might have just made it up. Maybe they didn't. I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah.
Oh, because JoJo's in the... JoJo was a man who thought he was alone.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, where did they come up with that?
Oh,
I
right.
thought that's what you were asking.
There must have been a JoJo somewhere in his life.
Probably.
Right, at the time?
Also, I mean, it's just a great. It just flows very nice lyrically.
Yeah.
JoJo, just a nice name. They could have
I
just
always
picked it for that purpose.
Does anybody else love...
Maybe it was Joe Biden. Could have been.
I doubt it. Does anybody... I find it fascinating. There's a couple of Facebook groups probably, but there's one that I follow that actually tells you how he wrote the song or what it's about, or because there are so many rumors, but then they actually do research about what he was. We all know that "Hey Jude" is about John Lennon's son, Julian. So I find that interesting.
Fascinating. Get back, JoJo.
All right, let me get back to this and wrap it up. On this day in 1987, Boston Red Sox pitcher Roger Clemens won back-to-back Cy Young Awards. Ah, those were the days. On the celebrity birthday list, Demi Moore is 59. Actress Callista Flockhart is 58. Leonardo DiCaprio is 47. And football's Victor Cruz is 38.
Get back, Loretta. Your mama's worried about you. Isn't that what it is?
Wearing a high-heeled shoes and a low-neck
Say,
sweater.
Get back, Loretta, and
Get back home,
Get back
Loretta.
home, Loretta.
Yeah.
Your mama's worried about you, or something like that.
Who do we have? Our main story is next, but what's going on in the chat this morning?
Let's see.
I know Gail's got rain.
All over the place. We've been talking about so many things in the first literally 30 seconds
I know.
of the show.
Just wait.
Let's see. Gail loves Rocky and Bullwinkle. What do we rate Pete's impression? I'm not familiar
Hey,
with
Rocky.
the show. Little before my time, but what do we rate the?
I gotta get a bigger hat.
Justin says it was Get Back JoJo. It's about Joe Jonas. That's a good point. That's a good point. I think he was thinking in advance. He wasn't alive yet.
I was gonna
So
say
maybe he knew the parents or the grandparents or something, and he was like, he knew that they would name somebody Joe Jonas.
Did you know, by
He knew
the
he was
way,
going to be a pop star someday.
on the
Get back, Joe Jonas.
on the Thanksgiving football game in Dallas, the Jonas Brothers are doing the halftime show to kick off the Salvation Army kettle campaign.
I'm excited for it.
Are you really?
It could be a good show.
Okay.
I'm all about. I don't listen to the Jonas Brothers on a regular basis. Don't. I can't tell you the last time I listened to a Jonas Brothers song.
I didn't know they were a thing as a group anymore. I thought they were all doing solo projects.
Peter, do you not keep up with pop culture, Peter?
Evidently not, Matthew.
They had their falling out. They went their solo projects, and then a couple years ago, it was a big thing. They came back together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must have missed
They
that.
made an album. They went on tour.
Oh,
I think they're working on a second album. I could be wrong.
I'm sorry.
But I'm just saying, I'm a fan of a good show. I think it's going to be a good show.
Okay.
You know, I do think it's a interesting demographic to like have the Jonas Brothers at a football game. I didn't think those two would align, but I'm for it. I'm here. I'm ready to go.
All right.
I'm excited for it.
All right.
I forgot, what was the Cowboys one? Do we know yet?
What, the game?
The halftime show.
Oh, they are the Cowboy Show.
Oh, I thought that was a different one. Oh, I'm thinking of the Lions. The Lions also have a halftime show.
I don't know who the Lions are.
BB Rex, I believe, is the Lions.
Okay.
Yeah. Which
right.
she's got some hits. It'll be another interesting show.
All right.
I'm off for interesting shows.
Let's
it's going to
do
be
it.
interesting.
And the Patriots played that night.
That's right.
They have the night
yeah.
game on Thanksgiving.
We don't get a halftime show. I don't know what's up with that.
I don't think, no.
Why don't we
they
get a halftime show?
Yeah.
Sign me up. I'll play a halftime show.
Hey, cool.
Gail says, my son's dog's name is Loretta, and I sing that to her all the time. Yeah, Loretta, your mom was worried about you.
Wearing a high
What are the
heel
exact words? But
Get back
it's
home.
something like that. Get back home, Loretta. But then what's the
Your mama's waiting for you.
waiting for you? That's what
Wearing
it is.
her high-heeled shoes and low-neck sweater. Get back home, Loretta.
Get back home, Loretta. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Anyways, we'll get to more chats later on.
All
Hello, everybody.
Our main story this week is about a hometown hero. It's one of our own, the Stumpah winner last week. You may have heard the story. My daughter Kat was working at the Norton High School football game last Saturday night. They did move it to Saturday. When it was all over, she was packing up her stuff when she was suddenly called into action. I'm so happy I finally get to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
It's
finally.
amazing. I've been seeing all these interviews. So, it was last Saturday night.
Saturday.
And the Norton High Lancers were having their first home game on their new field, right?
Yes, finally.
Finally.
My past couple home games, I was in Medway and in Taunton for a
Okay.
home game because the field wasn't done yet.
So, you had a good turnout that night, I guess?
Oh, it was a huge crowd because, the whole town made a big deal about it. New stadium, the fan section was like half the bleachers. The student section, it was huge.
And the team got their first win, too.
First one of the season.
Right. Now, take me back. What was going on? The game was over, so obviously everybody's happy. There's a win. They're on the new field, and you were packing up.
So I was packing up I was probably like at the 50-yard line, putting everything in the cart. And then all my guys, the team was in the end zone, the far end zone. So I was going to, like I usually do, I pack up my stuff and then I go down to the end zone to see if anyone needs anything.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm packing up my stuff, I start hearing people yelling my name, like, Cat, we need you. Come here. So I turn around and I just saw a guy lying on the ground. So I sprinted over there. His
50-yard dash, right?
50-yard dash, literally. I sprinted over there. I, got down. I was like, sir, what happened? Are you okay? Like, is anything hurt? And he wasn't answering. And an off-duty paramedic who was there with me couldn't get a good feel of his pulse from her angle. So I felt for a pulse, and that's when I noticed he had no pulse. So we laid him on his back, and I checked for his breathing. He wasn't breathing, so I immediately started compressions. And then I called for someone to get the AED out of the cart. So someone had to sprint back to the 50 to get the AED because I was doing compressions and I'm not going to leave him there. So they got the AED. I continued compressions. The off-duty paramedic placed the pads and we had to shock him and he came back to us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you were telling me, because she called me on the way home, which is common. You sometimes will call me or mom, just somebody to talk to.
I think you noticed it was a little later than I usually call, though.
Right, right. And when you first spoke to me, you were like, Dad, what a night. And I thought either you had a lot of injuries and you were busy all night, or that there was a situation with a coach yelling at you or a fan or whatever. I never expected you to tell me what actually happened.
I actually had no injuries during the game. I had done nothing that whole entire night until the ref. It turned out to be the official timekeeper up in the booth.
There's always an official in the booth, and he's the one that tells the clock. If he doesn't operate the clock, he tells the clock operator when to start it, when to stop.
And he'll tell the announcer like what the penalty was,
Right.
getting the hand signal from the head referee on the field. And so
Right.
it was one of our refs that went down. So I didn't do anything for my guys. I worked on a ref at the end of a football game.
Wow. Now, the thing that I wanted to ask you about, because you told me about this last week, but you haven't really had time in all the other interviews. By the way, I'm glad you could work us into your interview schedule.
I try to do my best, you know.
But I know in TV news, they have to do everything in like 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes. So
yeah, these interviews I'm doing are like 5-10 minutes long, and it's like, oh, that's not what I said. I said so much more, and they only caught like 3 sentences.
Little 20-second soundbite. Yeah. But one thing you told me that you haven't told the others, so here's an exclusive.
Exclusive for the Pete Braley Show.
There were things that happened leading up to that night that don't normally happen, right?
No.
You told me about checking the batteries on the... Do you do that every Friday night or Saturday night?
So I'm always up to date on my equipment. You know, I always keep an eye on it. But this time, it had been in my car for like 2 weeks because I didn't have a game or something.
Right.
So
and you've also been traveling around
because the fields haven't been done. So
Right.
I've been going to the elementary school, the middle school, Wheaton. Like, I've been everywhere. So all the gear has been in my car. So when I was taking it out and putting it into the golf cart, something told me to like stop, look at the AED, and check that the green light is flashing. Because if the green light's flashing, the batteries are good.
Okay.
If it's like flashing yellow, it's it's getting low, and then if the battery's dead, it just says like battery low, battery dead, replace the battery. So like I was closing my trunk and I was about to throw it in the golf cart like I always do, but I was like, hold on, take a second, make sure that flash is green. I don't know why, but I literally said like in my head like, hold up, wait for that green light, and thank God I did.
Yeah.
Because little did I know, like 3 hours later, I was going to have to use that thing for the first time in my life.
Oh, right. You've never done that before.
I have never done actual chest compressions. I have never used an actual AD. Like, I do it in school.
Right.
And we do it in our training and stuff, but it's a training defibrillator. There's no shock that is given. It just says, shock advised, press button. And then it just says, shock delivered. It's not real.
Now, for someone who's only seen that on TV.
It's not like TV.
Yeah. I mean, your mom does this stuff all the time, right? But
Yeah.
I was trying to think today. She's been a paramedic for what?
It's like 20-something years.
20-something years?
Yeah.
But as someone who only sees this on TV, what was it like to actually shock a man?
They do jump.
Yeah.
I can tell you that,
Is it like Johnny Gage on Emergency? Clear.
Well,
All that stuff?
we do have to say
do have to clear, right?
Yeah, and I didn't know. So I have an intern with me, but I had no idea where she was. So the last thing I needed was for her to be like near the guy when we're shocking him, and she get like electrocuted. So I was like, "Clear, everybody, stand back."
Wow. It's not a joke, huh?
It's not a joke. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Something else you told me was that now the opposing, who were you playing that night?
We were playing Sharon.
Sharon. So the team from Sharon also brings their trainer, right? There has to be a trainer on each sideline.
So for varsity football, for them to be able to start the game, there has to be a certified athletic trainer or an EMT on either sideline.
Okay.
They can't start unless we are there.
And you told me that something else happened before the game that you don't normally do.
So we have EAPs, emergency action plans, for every single field, complex, gym of like who's going to call 911, where is the ambulance coming in, what gate is open, who's going to go to the door. Like, we have all those steps in place.
Right.
And if it's a new athletic trainer that I've never seen before, I will tell them like, hey, this is how this works. But like Sharon has been to my field before, and like I know her name is Jenna. I know Jenna. We work together. So I've gone through this a lot with her. Mm-hmm. But something told me like it's a new field. The fences for the most part are the same, but it's a new fence. Let me just tell her, my AD is usually the one to call 911. If not, it's just one of our parents. The ambulance will come through the back of the school to this gate and come onto the field. Luckily, the guy fell right at the gate.
Oh, that's convenient. That's perfect.
He didn't have to go far. But it was just another thing. Like, something in my gut told me to talk about this tonight. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I still, 2 days later, I still don't know why.
People have said in the comments, right? They've said things, you were there for a reason. All this happened for a reason. And you didn't feel good that night.
Oh no, I have this cold. My AD.
You probably didn't even want to go to the game, did you?
No, because one, it's a Saturday, and like the game was at 6:30, so I had to go in at 3:45 to get the guys taped. So like I fell asleep. I took a nap before the game because I'm like, I feel exhausted.
I know. I tried to call you. You didn't answer.
I did not answer because I was
rude.
asleep. I have this cold. It's mainly the cough. The cough is what's killing me. But yeah, I just didn't feel good. But thank God I was there, and other people were there. It was a team effort, really. Like, but yeah.
So I guess the AD called 911, right? And the ambulance showed up.
Yes, it was either him or a parent.
I think Kat was kind of busy at that time.
Yeah, probably. So
all I remember is saying, call 911, and whoever was around me did it. So
Thank God you said the number too, so that they knew exactly what number to call.
yeah, really.
You know.
So what was that like when the paramedics showed up and you got them loaded in?
So when the paramedics showed up, he was luckily talking by that point. So I was like, this is, his name, and this is what happened. I gave, I started CPR. Someone got the AED. We shocked him once. They were like, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. I gave some other details that they needed. He went into the ambulance, and I just bawled my eyes out. Like, the adrenaline had just, like, taken over that, like, I just saved a man's life. And it was crazy, and I just cried. And then I was like, I don't even know why I'm crying. And everyone's like, because you're a hero.
I was going to ask you, because I do know her. So how does it feel getting all this?
Honestly, like
I know
me,
I'm probably I don't know this, but I might be your last interview this week. And I remember your husband last night was like, oh, you still got one more. And she was like, oh, yeah, it's already planned. The
most important one.
Yes. So, and I know, people have thrown around the hero word, and I'm like, she's probably not comfortable with that.
I just feel I was at the right place at the right time, and I did my job. I'm trained to do this, and I just did it. It's very important for like our profession to, get out there that there needs to be medical coverage at all sports games, because you don't know when this stuff is going to happen.
And again, it wasn't one of the players.
You didn't do
anything all night.
It wasn't a player. It wasn't a coach. It was a ref.
Right.
But it could be someone's grandfather just went to the game and had a heart attack.
Right.
So it's very important. I can't see. It's very important for the profession to get out there, and the use of AEDs. Very important.
So obviously, the man's name and everything is private, and we're keeping it private. But you told me that you heard on Sunday morning that he wanted a bigger TV.
So I got an update that he was resting comfortably in the hospital. That was another weight off my shoulder, because all of Saturday night I didn't know if he was okay.
Right.
So I didn't sleep at all. So when I found out Sunday that he was in the hospital, he talked the whole way to the hospital, and he's resting comfortably, and then one person told me they were like, yeah, he's in the hospital giving the nurses a problem because he wants a bigger TV to watch the Patriots game.
That's a good man. That's a good man.
I then found out he sent his son home to get his iPad so he could live stream the game because the TVs weren't sufficient enough.
I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
Okay.
That's my kind of man right there.
Well, God bless him, and you were in the right place at the right time.
Yep.
And this is the perfect way to end it right here. Not all heroes wear capes. They wear khakis.
There you go.
I just happen to be. I have a playoff game today, so I am in khakis.
Perfect.
Playoffs.
Gotta look
The special khakis. Come on.
I got to admit, it was kind of fun sitting at the desk for that interview.
Oh, great. You're trying to steal my seat now, huh?
I kind of felt like, I was going to say I felt like Johnny Carson, but then I'm like, you might go, who? So I felt like...
I know who he is. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. You do that sometimes. The age thing. I get it. I didn't know who Bullwinkle was. I mean, I knew who he was. I just never seen it.
I didn't mean to
I knew who
rude.
Johnny Carson was. All right.
I felt
We weren't
like
friends.
I felt like Jimmy Fallon.
We weren't buddies. We didn't talk on a daily
I
basis.
felt like Jimmy Fallon. How's that?
Oh, I know him from the YouTube. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
So again, congratulations to Kat, and thank you for all the nice comments in the chat. It's time for the Stumpah, and last week the hero Kat.
Here was Kat.
Hey, she was a Stumpah win as we enter the next season.
4, yeah.
Is it season 4?
I believe so, yeah.
All right, so our Stumpah this week If you do this at all, statistics show you're most likely to do it on a Wednesday right around 7 p.m. What is it? If you do this at all, statistics show you're most likely to do it on a Wednesday right around 7 p.m. What is it? Put your answer in the chat, and we'll read them in just a moment. Don't forget, you can follow our socials during the week. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. A lot of discussion on TikTok about the football jerseys, the favorite NFL jerseys.
Apparently, we're idiots.
One guy was like, Green Bay Packers, it's a classic.
It's a classic,
I mean,
man.
yeah.
I'm old. It's a classic.
Please like and subscribe to our YouTube if you haven't done so already, because it really does help us out. You can email the Pete Braley Show at gmail.com if you think of something during the week you'd like us to talk about, or if you have a story.
Although Pete might delete it before we can do anything with it.
I've stopped doing that.
You are aggressive when it comes to deleting emails.
I've stopped doing that.
All right,
So,
that's good.
of course, he never cleans out the
He
email
deleted
box.
an email I needed. That's I'm still salty about it.
We also have a voicemail number if you think of something during the week that you want us to talk about on the show. You can call 774-473-9910. 774-473-9910. All right, let's go back to the Stumpah here, see what you think. If you do this at all, statistics show you're most likely to do it on a Wednesday right around 7 p.m. What is it?
A lot of answers here. Here we
Okay.
go. Gary says head to bed early.
No.
No, not it. Diane says shave your legs.
No.
No. Gary says balance your checkbook.
No.
Nope. Anybody doing that besides Trish anymore? Let's see. Emily says eat at a restaurant.
No.
No. Gail says change a light bulb.
No, not a light bulb. No.
Nope. Dana says fill up your gas tank.
No, not fill up the gas
Nope.
tank. No.
Gary says play video games.
No.
Nope. Abby says go on a date.
Nope.
Do people want to go on a date on a Wednesday?
On a Wednesday?
I
Yeah.
feel like if I go on a date on a Wednesday, I'm going to be angry because it's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Let's see. Justin says call your mom.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Justin says laundry.
No, not
Nope.
laundry. No.
Gary says take out the trash.
No.
Dana also says call your guys. Do you call your moms on Wednesdays? Is that
Call
what
your
I'm
mom.
seeing?
I thought Sunday was the time to call your mom.
I don't know. Emily says watch a movie.
No, not a movie. No.
No. Gail says watch Jeopardy.
No.
That's a good guess. That's a good guess. Like a random reasonable guess. Like that's good, but not it.
Yeah, I guess.
Justin says dance.
Dance. No, not on a Wednesday?
I guess you're just like miserable from work. You're like, I need to get through this.
I need some, what is it?
Maybe this will help.
I need some endorphins.
Maybe. Mia says make popcorn.
Ooh, no, that's not it.
Now Wednesday popcorn night. Nope, not it. Diane says delete in all caps, which makes me believe that maybe Diane needs to clean out her DVR. She said delete older recordings from your DVR.
No.
Apparently that's a very serious issue.
I guess.
In Diane's house.
I
Abby
guess.
says order food in.
No.
That's a good guess. On a Wednesday, I could see that.
Yeah.
Mary Lou says binge watch TV.
No.
No, not it. Mia says take a class at the gym.
No, that's not it.
Good
No.
guess. Dana says ride a giraffe. No, not it.
No.
Thank you,
not the
Dana.
giraffe,
We missed
no.
you, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Abby says watch live TV.
No, that's not
In
it.
parentheses, not stream something. Do people do that anymore?
I'm trying to think if I watch anything live. You know, where you sit through the commercials. I don't think I do anymore, except for sports.
Right. I think that might be the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe news on the rare occasions we watch it.
Right.
Gail says lose your keys.
No.
Not it.
No.
Justin says take a bath.
No.
Dana says watch the Boston Bruins.
No.
Nope.
They're doing great.
Abby says salsa dancing.
Salsa dancing.
Some of you guys like really feeling the dancing out here. All right. That was my attempt to salsa without using feet. Like I'm just sitting, so I'm trying to make it look like a salsa.
I was impressed.
I can get the steps down. I can salsa
Yeah.
just a little bit.
I like that.
But not while sitting down.
No.
Dana says laundry. Again, no.
No,
A lot of
no.
people, Wednesday, laundry day? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think don't I do Wednesday?
You guys kind of vary a little
Yeah,
bit.
we vary.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's not as structured. When there were 6 people living in the house, it had to be structured. Everybody had their days. Not so much now.
Yeah.
Diane says take redeemable cans and bottles in for the cash.
No.
Not it. Gail says pay bills.
No.
Not it. Justin says scratch tickets.
Scratch tickets. Nope.
Nope. Abby says call out of work. That's
No.
a good guess. No. Call to work on a Wednesday. Maybe. Maybe the week's getting to you. But I feel like Monday and Friday
Oh yeah.
got to be the go-tos.
to extend
I
the
was thinking
weekend.
about calling out today.
Oh, were you?
I didn't though.
Okay.
I didn't.
I
I'm
appreciate it.
here. Emily says online shopping.
No.
Abby says deep clean.
No.
Gail says bathe your dog.
No.
Justin says grocery shop.
No.
Dana says vacuum.
Vacuum. Nope.
Gail says clean out your closet.
No.
Abby says, have wine Wednesday.
Have wine Wednesday is right.
Let's
Congratulations.
go, Abby. Okay.
The Stumpah in round 1 goes to Abby.
That's the second round one. I think, Kat, weren't you round 1 last week?
She might have been.
It was cool. Little quick Stumpahs out here.
She might have been, yeah.
We were getting to a lot of answers. I was like, I'm going to have to cut this off at some point. Abby's like, yeah, I'm going to cut it off because I'm going to get the win real quick.
The only question I have is why?
Why Wednesday?
Why a Wednesday night around 7 o'clock would you have a glass of wine?
I guess because Wine Wednesday maybe is what is the motivation. I do see the funny thing about the TikToks as well is the people that come out and they're like, where's your evidence? Like, cite your sources. Who's saying Wednesday? It's like, this is just a funny little question
Yeah,
thing.
really.
Like, we find the questions and we do this for fun. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Not a science experiment.
I mean, if you really want me to start crediting my source, I will
No, they want
include
the
it.
research. They
Oh,
want the names of the people that you studied that said wine. They want specifics.
It was Bob and Nancy.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only two people we asked, and they both said wine on Wednesday.
So
But,
congrats to Abby.
Shout out Abby.
All right, so
what
we've
I'm
got Kat and it'll go Abby and Kat, right? 1 and 2 next week
If we're going alphabetically, yeah. Oh, you're talking on the
on
screen.
the screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Football picks coming up in just a few minutes, but it is time for Am I the A-hole? In most friendships, there is an unspoken understanding that you can both cover each other's meals or coffee from time to time, right? Sometimes you pick it up, sometimes your friend does. But what happens when that starts happening all the time? And it's always you who's footing the bill. A woman took to Reddit's Am I the A-hole forum to complain about a longtime friend that is now starting to take advantage of her kindness. She said her friend Lisa, I don't know if that's her real name, but anyway, she said her friend Lisa invited her to an expensive tapas restaurant a while back. When it was time for the bill to come out, Lisa conveniently remembered that she had forgotten her wallet. Since it was the first time it happened, the poster didn't think much of it. She was like, it's no problem. I'll pick it up.
Right.
Well, since then, Lisa has pulled the same trick a handful of times. She'll suggest a restaurant, sometimes even saying that she'll pay, and then conveniently realizes she forgot her wallet when the check comes.
That's messed up.
Commenters told the poster that Lisa was taking advantage of her and that she should speak up. One user said, once is random, twice is suspicious. And it sounds like it's happened more than twice.
Right. I don't think you forget your wallet that many times.
I don't think so. Do you?
I don't think so. I see, but the thing, like covering, bills, that's normal for friends. But there's got to be some sort of flip flop. Doesn't sound like there's a flip flop here.
No. And really, how many times do you? I mean, it could happen. You forget your wallet.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But to have it happen, and I would think if you make plans with this person, we're going to go to dinner again.
Right.
You would remember last time I forgot my wallet, so make sure I have it this time, you know?
I'm just thinking, if I forgot my wallet, if Justin and I go out to eat and I'm like, hey, I forgot my wallet, and he picks it up, I would 100% try and Venmo. So I feel so guilty when money's involved. I don't know. It doesn't sound like there was any attempt to pay back.
There was one commenter who said, it's just like when people say they will Venmo you for something, but then conveniently forget.
Yeah, no, I think she's playing you. I think Lisa's playing you over here. I don't think Lisa's a friend.
Even though we all have our phones, right? I mean, I could Venmo you right now if I owed you money, right?
Right.
But so
If you had Venmo, but no one in this family believes in getting Venmo.
Mom does. She finally has Venmo.
Does she have Venmo
Yep.
finally?
Yep. Trish finally has Venmo.
I can't tell you how many
do
people
not.
I had to Venmo for Mom and Sarah and Kat and everybody.
So anyway, the poster is asking, am I the a-hole for having a problem with this? And I don't think so at all.
Dana says spectacles, testicles, watch, and wallet before you go out the door. Got to make sure you have everything. Yeah, I feel like that's adulthood. You just always need to make sure before you leave that you got your wallet.
I would think so.
And maybe my wallet's in the same place every time, so I always know where it is.
Right.
So it'd be easy for me to know whether or not I have it, but I don't really know how you forget your wallet that many times.
We have a member of the family who shall go nameless, but we have a member of the family who always is losing his wallet or keys.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking. I'm like, Who's he exposing right now?
Always.
Yeah.
And
I thought you were going to say there's a member of this family that doesn't pay. Okay. Yeah. We're calling him out right now by name. It is Matt. No, I'm just kidding.
And I've said to him, of course, there's only 3 male. Well, no, we have Josh now, so there's 4 males in the family.
True.
Right? Yeah.
Well, we know it's not Josh now.
No, it's not Josh.
You forgot about Josh for a second.
But I've said to this person, I've said, why don't you always have your wallet? Like, my wallet is always in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like in a big city or something, then it goes in my front pocket because I have had someone try to pick my pocket once.
The other option is to wear tight enough pants where you could feel if somebody's... Oh, whoa, what's that? Oh, hey, oh.
Did I ever tell you this?
Yeah, I think I've heard the story. It was...
we were on the subway in Paris.
That's what it was, yeah. I knew it was...
Name dropper.
Somewhere, yeah.
We were on the subway in...
The name drop.
Country dropper, you know?
I think that's a thing.
So we're on the subway in Paris, and it's kind of a packed car, so we're standing up, and all of a sudden I felt something on my butt.
He was like, hey, Trish, we're on the subway. That's gross. Don't even make that joke, Dad. That's disgusting.
Yeah. I felt something in my pocket, going in my pocket, and I turned around and gave him a dirty look, and he just kind of shied away and walked to the other side of the car. And then I remembered, I should put it in my front pocket. So I did that when we went to Baltimore this summer.
Gotcha.
If I go to Boston, but I've said that to this person, and he's like, I don't know. I just, if I have sweatpants on, sometimes I put it on the console of the car. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Diane says, "Oh, honey, nobody can drive your life unless you give them the keys. Next time, get up and go to the ladies' room, and on the way there, tell the waiter, please bring her the check." I mean, maybe like once you reach like the 3rd, 4th time, maybe I don't
know. I mean,
to be honest, I think the way to handle that situation is, take the high road, pay, but then never go out to eat with that person again.
Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah.
Or just before the dinner, like right when you get there, hey, do you have your wallet? And if they're like, no, just be like, okay, well, we'll try again next time. See ya.
Now, would you blow up the friendship over that?
It doesn't sound like a friend, to be honest.
Yeah.
Someone that takes advantage of you that much, I don't think that's necessarily a friend.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Got a sports note for you before we go to football picks. Last Saturday was a tough day for sports fans in Philadelphia. Earlier in the day, the Philadelphia Union professional soccer team lost the championship game to the Los Angeles Football Club. And then in the evening, the Phillies lost Game 6 of the World Series, making Philadelphia the first city to ever lose 2 championships in one day. I'm surprised that hasn't happened before.
That is tough. Luckily, I don't think many Philadelphians,
yeah,
philanthropists. I don't think many philanthropists are going to be rather upset, and I don't mean this in a negative context because I'm now a soccer fan.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But I don't think many Phillies fans were probably too concerned that they lost the MLS championship.
Probably.
That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And like I said, no hate to soccer. I'm a soccer fan, but I think that's the truth. But that is rough. That is a rough day. Right. I'm surprised it hasn't happened before.
Time for football picks as we go to week 10. It is a bye week for the Patriots.
Such a bummer. Such an awkward week. I never know what to do with myself.
On the bye week? Yeah.
Well, I mean, Sunday is kind of structured as to when the Patriots are playing.
That's right. We kind of
and then
arrange everything
I think
around
next week we have a game at 1 on Sunday. But then after that, we have like 4 night games in a row.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing when we have night games. I don't know what to do with myself.
It's what? It's Thanksgiving, then the following Thursday, then like the following Sunday, then the following Monday
night. Yeah,
it's 4 night games in a row.
It's insane. And maybe it shows that my life is too dependent on the Patriots, but it's probably not healthy. But that's the way I live my life.
All right, football picks week number 10, and these mediocre teams are really messing me up this year.
Okay.
Last night, Atlanta played in Carolina against the Panthers. So that was the now the 4-6 Falcons and the 3-7 Panthers.
Yeah.
I picked Atlanta, but Carolina won the game 25-15.
Yeah, I picked Atlanta as well. I remember getting the notification that the game started, and I normally enjoy watching the Thursday night game with whatever I'm doing on Thursday, maybe playing some video games or whatever. I saw it was the Falcons-Panthers. I was like, I'll pass. I'll pass.
Is this the Germany game? Seattle is playing Tampa Bay in Germany.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to take the Seahawks because I know Tom Brady, had a come from behind win last week, and everybody's saying Brady's back, but Geno Smith is a big surprise at Seattle.
Yeah, and also, I mean, Brady's last drive looked great, but the rest of the game did not. So I will say a lot of the receivers are dropping passes.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
he doesn't get a lot of help there.
He's not totally to blame.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks as well.
Cleveland Browns will be in Miami against the Dolphins. I'll take the Dolphins.
Me too.
All right. Denver is at Tennessee. And as we said, I think last week, the Titans, they're actually 5-3. Kind of a quiet, successful team here.
Yeah, but I've been watching their games more and more, and they're actually looking pretty good. Good.
I'll take the Titans.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Titans as well.
Detroit in Chicago against the Bears. I'll take the Bears. Justin Fields looks really good.
He does, and this is one that could go either way because the Lions just put up points.
Yeah, they do.
They've put up decent points, I think, in every game except the Patriots. Does that mean the Patriots are the greatest team in the NFL? I don't know. I'm not saying that. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm going to go the Bears as well, though.
We've got the Houston Texans in New York against the Giants. Gary, I'll take your Giants. They're 6-2.
The Texans put up a fight against the Eagles last week on Thursday night.
Oh, they did.
Could the Texans upset the Giants? I do think they're capable, but I'm going to go with the Giants.
Okay. Jacksonville at Kansas City. I'll take the Chiefs.
Me too.
All right. Minnesota is in Buffalo, and there's some question about Josh Allen's throwing elbow.
Which is tough because I feel like that determines this pick.
Right. And I agree with you, but I think it's something we're not going to find out till Sunday.
Right.
So,
and I mean, the Bills lost to the Jets, so we see the Bills do have some weaknesses, and the Vikings, like we were talking, we mentioned this about the Titans, but the Vikings are like the cream of the crop when it comes to teams with fantastic records that nobody talks about.
What are they, 6-1?
7-1.
7-1. I'm going to take the Vikings because I think that even if Josh Allen plays, I don't think the elbow is going to be up for the deep ball.
I'm going to take the Bills, but just know that, I mean, we're capable of changing our picks up until 1 o'clock, so maybe I change my pick.
New Orleans will be at Pittsburgh against the Steelers. Now, again, this is the 3-6 Saints against the 2-6 Steelers. So
yeah.
I'll take the Saints.
Just really nothing about the Steelers excites me at all. They traded away some. I don't know if it was more than one, but they traded away some good players. So I'm going to go with the Saints.
Okay, Indianapolis, just a horrible season. They're playing the Raiders, who are also having a horrible season. So this is wouldn't you hate to be the announcer team that gets assigned that game?
Right.
Oh, great.
But,
I'll pick the Raiders.
Okay, both teams though. At the beginning of the year, I was like, "These are threats. These are some serious threats."
You thought Indianapolis would, yeah.
And it makes my brain hurt as to how bad they're both doing. I'm going to go with the Raiders as well, but either team could win, I guess.
Or somebody has to lose, and somebody has to win.
I kind of hope the Colts win because I hope Jonathan Taylor scores 7 touchdowns to make up for his crap of a fantasy year for me. But
and what do you think about the Colts fired their coach Frank Reich after the New England game, and they've hired Jeff Saturday, who's a former player,
a bold pick for head coach.
He's been to the Super Bowl, but he has only coached high school football.
Yeah, he's an ESPN analyst at the moment. Bold pick. It was sad seeing Frank go. I watched the HBO Hard Knocks last year with the Colts, and I kind of started to like Frank Reich. And so, but his team was terrible. So he had to get fired. But yeah, I don't know. It would be kind of cool to see Jeff Saturday do really well, but I don't. It's interesting. I'm still going Raiders.
All right. Arizona will be in Los Angeles against the struggling Rams, but I'll take the Rams.
Another shocker. 2 shocking teams, honestly. I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
Okay.
Just because the Rams are just looking like crap.
The Cowboys will be in Green Bay against the Packers. Packers fans are screaming for Aaron Rodgers to be benched. But I'm going to go. I think they'd lose again. I'll go with the Cowboys.
I'm going to go with them boys.
The Chargers will be in San Francisco against the Giants. It's kind of a toss-up game for me, but I'll take the Chargers.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are underperforming too. I think the league as a whole is underperforming.
They are. I agree.
But I'm going to go with the Chargers as well. But that's another toss-up. Either team could win.
And the Washington Commanders will be in Philadelphia to play the 8-0 Eagles. I think the Eagles win again.
I got this weird feeling the Commanders are the team that upsets them, but I'm going to go with the Eagles because I feel like it'd be ludicrous to pick
that would be
Commanders.
something.
But I feel like they could be the team for some reason. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my gut. So
All
if
right.
they do it, just know that I called it, but still didn't pick them.
Those are our picks for week number 10 of the NFL. We shall see what happens. Brings us to Would You Rather, where we ask you a question and the answer is either A or B.
No,
We
C.
did that the other way. I'm sorry.
Did we?
Did we get it right? A or B.
It's like synchronized swimming.
Question number 1. Would you rather ride a skateboard or walk on your hands everywhere you went?
Easy. Skateboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't really have the balance for a skateboard, but I don't think that's an issue here.
I mean, I'm not trying to speak for you, but I don't think you have the balance to walk on your hands either.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I couldn't get on my hands without help. Yeah.
Right.
All right. So pretty easy on that one.
I would think maybe I would pick up the skills to ride a I've never been able to ride a skateboard. Granted, I've never really tried more than
No, you
maybe
haven't.
like 20 minutes
Yeah.
in my whole life. But I think maybe I could pick up the skill. I think that'd be fun.
All right.
Walking on your hands, that would hurt.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
After a
Rocks
while.
and stuff. No, I'm all set.
Okay. Number 2, would you rather pay $5 every time you insult someone or every time you tell a lie?
This is a tough one. I think either way, you're a bad person.
If you
or
had
it makes you seem, no matter what you choose.
If you had to pay $5 every time you insult someone, you'd be broke.
Yeah, true.
Because he tells us he's joking.
I am. I'm a good person. I pay my taxes. I don't know.
Would you rather pay for? I don't think I'd lie. Well, I probably tell little white lies,
Well, that's the thing. I think lying is, it's unfortunate, but I think it's a part of life. Just in the fact of, like, I've mentioned this before, surprise parties,
Right.
gift giving.
Right.
You have to lie.
You have to lie. Yeah.
But I also think that, like, there's probably days when you're walking up to a stranger and they're like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm good," but really,
You're not.
You got explosive diarrhea. You're having a bad day. Like, that's just the truth. It happens. You had Taco Bell at 2 a.m. It was a bad idea,
Yeah, I
but
know,
now you're paying for it.
Yeah.
But you're not going to tell a stranger that. So you walk by and you say, "I'm doing good. How are you?" You're not. That's a lie.
What did I read the other last night? Somebody said these people that pay hundreds of dollars for a colon cleanse, don't they know Taco Bell's got a $4.99 special?
That's true.
Hmm.
But
So let's see. Would you rather pay $5 every time you insult someone or every time you tell a lie?
I think I would rather pay $5 every time I insult someone because I think that would motivate me to maybe be a better person.
Good point.
Good
point.
And also, I think there's lies like I just gave the example of that I think you have to tell in life. And I wouldn't want to have to pay $5 every time I did that.
I don't think I lie.
I also don't think I insult people. I want to make it clear. I don't insult people like on a regular basis, seriously. Like, I insult you and your age for the sake of the show.
The show, yeah.
That's about it.
I think I might go with every time I tell a lie because I don't think I lie that much. I mean, like you said, it might be the occasional,
True. Maybe just add it to your Christmas budget that you got to lie
Right.
about some Christmas presents.
And then I could insult anybody I want because there's no cost.
Weird motivation for you, but sure.
And number 3, would you rather have a pet you're allergic to or have a pet you don't really like?
You picked the first question was easy, but like the other questions are just like oddly difficult. Like difficult just in the worst way.
Now, see, I've never been allergic to a pet, so I don't know how difficult that is.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
So you've had a pet you don't really like. Is that how you refer to me?
I've never had
I'm not even your child. I'm your pet. It's insulting.
I've never had a pet I didn't like either. So I think I would rather, and I only say this because again I have no knowledge of being allergic to a pet, no experience. But I would rather have a pet that I love,
Right.
and be allergic and maybe take a pill
Medicine.
to deal with it.
Yeah.
Right. So
because I think it would make the allergy a little bit more tolerating because you like the pet.
So I'm going to go with the allergy.
I'm going to join you. I think I'm also going to go with the allergy.
Yeah.
But
All right.
Just a weird one. You picked some interesting questions this week. Just ones where I just don't want to answer. Neither. I want a pet that I love that I'm not allergic to.
Yes.
Okay. Is that too much to ask? I don't want to have to pay every time I insult somebody and or lie. I want to
Evidently-
do neither because I want to be considered a good person.
Evidently, for the game, it is too much to ask.
I guess.
All right. Let us know what your thoughts are in the chat, and we'll check it out during the post game show.
The post game.
During the post show.
We'll be evaluating our film, seeing how Pete's cutbacks were. It'll be a good time.
All right. So for those of you, I'm just going to move on.
You just stared at me.
A story now for those of you that want to decorate the house once Halloween is over. Most people wait until after Thanksgiving. That's what we do. You know, the weekend after Thanksgiving, we put out the Christmas stuff. But if you've got the itch to start now, or if you already have, the experts say don't fight it. According to a variety of studies, it is never too early to start holiday decorating, and here's why. Number one, it makes you happier. Studies have shown that holiday decorating and everything that goes along with it brings on feelings of happiness and nostalgia. Number two, it makes your neighbors like you. A study found that when people see a fully decorated house, it makes them think really nice and friendly people must live there. If they only knew, right? It also fosters a sense of community when everyone on the block decorates their homes. Unless you're that person that has the big elaborate display.
Right. Your neighbors might hate you.
You're the reason there's traffic.
Could be, yeah.
Funniest thing, though, is when there's one house that has this big elaborate display, and the guy next door goes, ditto.
Yeah. Well, because I don't know. If someone has a serious elaborate display, you got two options, and that's it. You go all out and compete with them, or you just wave the white flag every year.
Yeah.
You can't, if someone's going ham and you're just putting some lights on a couple bushes, really doesn't cut it. Yeah.
Give up. And the final reason is, excuse me, it allows you to enjoy your hard work for longer.
That's the one I agree with.
Yeah. If you decorate for the holidays, sorry, you know it's hard work. And you should enjoy it for as long as you can.
Right.
All right. So that one, yeah.
That one I agree with
so.
just because it is so nice when the house is decorated for Christmas. I definitely get the joy from it. Mm-hmm. And then, the Christmas ends and it's like, all right, let's take it down. You're like, already? Right? I actually have to start another year?
Yeah.
No.
It's another whole year before we do this.
Right.
Got a story for fans of The Office.
Woo!
If you consider yourself a super fan, then you might want to head to Washington, D.C., where Booking.com has set up an exact replica of the set from The Office, complete with Pam's desk, Michael's office, and Ryan's closet. Remember that time when he was...
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I asking you?
I was going to say...
You know every detail.
Yeah. I forgot about that one.
The company actually collaborated with the show's creator, Greg Daniels, to create the set for just $20.05, which I was amazed at. For just $20.05, two sets of pairs will have the chance to stay the night at the Dunder Mifflin Paper Company on either November 19th or 20th. The experience will also include a scavenger hunt, Stanley-inspired crossword puzzles, a Dunder Ball at the Office Olympics, and a private guided tour of the Office experience. Plus, there will be a dinner at a nearby D.C. restaurant. The price is so low because it's in honor of the show that first aired in 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it like a raffle? $20.05, or is it like first come first serve, and you only have to pay $20.05?
Reservations for the sleepover will come first come first serve.
It's just such a weird thing, but okay.
Now, the experience remains open in D.C. until January, so I guess you can go and tour it.
Yeah, you just can't sleep there.
You can't do the sleepover.
Maybe you could like hide in the bathroom and overnight sleep there.
Could be.
Yeah, sleep there illegally, but who knows?
So anyway, that's in D.C., and it is through Booking.com if you want to check out the Office experience. It's time now for the drawing game.
He's so excited.
Yeah. By the way, I found a website called AutoDraw.
Okay.
You can go to autodraw.com. What happens is you start sketching something with your finger, like on your screen. I don't know what it would do on the computer, maybe with the mouse.
Probably.
Yeah. And then the website figures out what you're trying to draw and then finishes it.
What if they can't figure it out?
So yeah,
what if
really.
it's one of your draws?
So this morning, I don't know if, can we get a...
Oh, what is that?
So this morning, I kind of just started sketching like what a hand would look like.
Okay. Is that what that is? You know you have too many fingers, right?
Do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Pete, buddy, come on.
Well, anyway, you can't see it, but at the top of the screen, there's a little thing that says Do you mean? And it has all kind of little pictures of hands.
Oh.
So
Do they have 6 fingers too?
if I click on one of them, it corrects the drawing and makes
It corrects how many fingers it has. Oh my. Hey, props to the website, man. Not props to you, but props to the website.
So when I read about this website, I was like, I need that for the drawing game, man. So yeah, it straightens out your picture.
Diane says, I wish all those things where you have to put your signature with your finger would detect when I'm trying to write, because it's worse than when the doctor right now.
Oh, right.
Writing a prescription. Yeah. That would be nice if you could just save your signature in like a database, and then all of a sudden you start signing. They're like, oh, this
it's
chicken
Pete.
scratch is supposed to be this.
Yeah.
Boop. And that's a
You're
nice
right, though.
signature.
When you sign it with your finger,
that is terrible.
it never looks
That
like
is terrible.
No.
And there's never enough room is my problem.
True.
I don't have an obnoxiously long name.
Oh, right.
I mean, Matthew, how many letters is that? 7? And then Braley, what is that, 6? That's not too crazy,
No.
but I can never fit it.
That's
I
like-
always start off too big, and then in the end, it's like I'm trying to squeeze it in there.
Your mom's maiden name was
Yeah.
Demoranville.
Yeah.
So she always had to write Priscilla Demoranville.
Patricia Demoranville.
And one of the first things she said when we got married is, "Ooh, my name got shorter."
that was actually the only reason that she agreed to marry you.
Was it?
If you had a longer name, it was no deal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you guys start voting. Not voting, but just put some suggestions in the chat.
Yeah,
What should we draw right now? I have a couple things in mind just in case we don't get a lot of answers, but what should we draw? You guys pick.
If you're new to the show, thank you, welcome. But the drawing game is just, it's our way. We get one suggestion, we draw the picture. Neither one of us claims to be a good artist. And then
We have 60 seconds to draw it.
Yep. And then we reveal it. You decide who had the better picture, and he does put it up on the fridge at home.
I believe you got a win last time.
I did.
It was the witch.
Yes. Yes.
According to the votes, you won. This was a pre-recorded show. I did not watch. I was in Texas.
Oh, right.
But
right.
you said that you won. So I'll trust you. But that was big. Normally you don't win.
I got more votes in the chat. So
Let's see. We got a lot of suggestions here.
Oh, do we?
Gary says pizza. Justin says a donkey. Oh
man,
come on, dude. Oh my God.
Guard the gnome.
It's a Sharpie, man. Just open it like a normal person.
Continue.
Anyways.
All right.
Pizza, donkey, nutcracker, tree, Mickey Mouse, Liam, a turkey wearing a pilgrim's hat. Very specific.
Yeah.
Diane says a menorah. When is Hanukkah? We'll have to find that out. Maybe we could do that closer to Hanukkah.
Yeah, right.
Is it close? I don't know when it is. Find that out.
Okay.
But we will put that on the slate. Justin says Mario. Dana says a giraffe. All great suggestions. I think we should stay on theme. I think we should go a turkey wearing a pilgrim hat.
Why do we have to have a pilgrim hat?
Because Abby said so.
Oh,
okay. Because Abby said so. That's what the chat said.
Hanukkah starts on Sunday, December 18th. It ends on the 26th.
2 days before my birthday.
Oh, that's right. That's
all right.
right.
So we'll write that down. Maybe we can do that.
All right. So we're doing a turkey with a pilgrim
hat. I'm going to get the timer up here. Did we say all the rules? All right. So this is the drawing game. We got 60 seconds to draw something. Mm-hmm. Once the timer's up, we show everybody. You guys vote who did it better.
By the way, the reason
I put it up on my mommy's fridge.
The reason I drew my hand, which I did not trace it, by the way, because then I would have had 6 fingers.
Right.
But we were kind of thinking of, remember back in the day when you draw, you would do your hand and then turn it into a turkey?
Yeah.
So that's why I started doing that. So.
You already have Sharpie on your thumb.
Do I really?
We haven't even started drawing yet. All right.
All right.
So no guidelines. You can do the hand thing if you want to do the hand thing, but there's no... You don't have to.
Won't I get Sharpie on my whole hand if I do that?
Probably. So maybe that's not a great idea.
All right.
All right. Timer starts. Turkey with a pilgrim hat right now.
Of course, I don't know what part of the turkey to do first. So looks like a dinosaur.
What?
Oh, man.
Oh, I think I messed up.
It's always an adventure when we do the drawing game. All right, let me give him feathers. There, that might. Oh, that looks more like a. Oh, turkeys have that thing that comes off their throat, right? I don't know what you call it.
Does this look inappropriate?
What's a pilgrim hat look like? It's not pointed. That's a witch's cap, right? So
See, we'll be all right. I run into the same problem every time. Is I draw shapes.
and then you get the proportions all wrong.
No, and then I have lines going through. Like the hat's supposed to cover. I guess I'll color it in.
That's what I did. I gave it like a
Already?
Oh, that was a fast 60 seconds.
Was that really 60 seconds? I'm just going to color in my hat, and then we'll call it a day. You can keep going if you want. I'll give you a little buffer time.
Oh no, I'm.
He's mailing it in.
It's not. It's not going to get any better.
This is, yeah. I'm not really sure who's going to win this one. I'm interested to see yours. In my head, I pictured the strategy, and I had it. I knew what I was going to do. It just didn't. I
Did not execute.
I did not execute.
No.
No, I didn't. All
right.
Ready?
Yes.
Oh, God.
One, two, three.
Let me see yours. Okay. Damn, I think you won again. I do see the dinosaur aspect. Can you guys see the weird looking, like, beard thing? Dana called it a beard. It's called a beard.
It's a beard.
I guess.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, God. I don't know, man.
All right. So, what do you think? Who am I getting this right with the lights here?
And I vote for neither one of us. Like, I don't think either one of us deserves this.
Let's vote for Dana.
Yeah, Dana, you
win.
You win. You
So-
didn't even draw anything.
All right. Let us know in the
God,
chat.
Who won? I'll start the poll. Jeez.
Not one of our better offerings, huh?
Nah, not great.
All right. That's the drawing game for this week. Now, I wonder if I can't.
What?
If I recreate that on auto draw, I wonder if it'll figure it out. Maybe it'll make it a
It
dinosaur.
probably would. It probably would.
All right, so he'll put the poll up, and we'll move on. The draft is next, by the way, which I'm curious about this
All
week.
right, the poll's up.
Story about Christmas music this morning. Christmas music has started, and there's probably not a store you go into now that isn't playing the sounds of the season. I think there's a radio station in Worcester that has already started Christmas music. I don't know of any in Providence yet, or Boston. Dana,
What is
have you
the
heard?
official radio time?
What's that?
What's the official radio time to start playing Christmas music?
They all vary. I've known some that go on Veterans Day,
Okay.
some that go obviously for Thanksgiving, but
That's probably the official, like right after Thanksgiving,
Right,
probably when everybody's
the
on.
official.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a reason stores are playing it, besides the fact that it's the season. There's a reason why stores play Christmas music nonstop. It seems the songs make shoppers feel more positive and nostalgic, which leads them to spend more money. That's also why some stores fill the air with holiday scents, like pine, cinnamon, and sugar cookies. It's to get you to spend more money.
Ah.
I used to get a kick out of it when you and your siblings were working at the sporting goods store.
Right.
I think every year I used to ask you, so what's the song this? There always seemed to be one song that it just played over and over and you hated it. There'd be like every year it would change.
It was normally like any sort of cheesy one. Like Kat, what was Kat? I think me and Kat had the same one. Kat, what's yours? Because I forgot the name of it. But what's funny is like ever since working in a mall, like I just don't go. So like you said, they're already playing Christmas music. I'm like, are they? And then I remembered like I don't go to malls because
One year was Marshmallow World by
yes,
Dean Martin.
Yes, that's
It was
the
a
one.
Marshmallow World.
Because most of the time I don't mind as long as there's a good variety of the Christmas music. I like Christmas music,
Right.
but songs like that pretty annoying.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Time for the draft this week. We are going to draft our favorite characters from The Office. As we mentioned a few minutes ago, there is a Booking.com has set up a replica of the set in Washington, D.C. you can tour or maybe have a sleepover at. So that got me thinking, what are your favorite characters from The Office? So your turn to start first?
I thought we do rock, paper, scissors every time.
Oh, that's right. We do rock, paper, scissors. And I haven't won yet. So,
I just got to get ready to write it all down. All right, here we go.
okay, here we go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I lose again.
All right, my first pick, easy.
Okay.
Has to be Michael.
Michael? Yeah.
Best character.
My first pick is Pam. I always like, I mean, I know Jim's the funny one, but she's so cute.
Okay.
What?
This is going to be a lot easier than I thought.
Why?
My number 2 is Dwight.
I was never a big Dwight fan.
Okay.
My number 2 is Jim.
I think. Okay, let me just write that down. One thing I think we need to establish here is we're drafting the best team.
Here he comes.
Best team. Other people then pick who wins.
It's not so much your favorites.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
All right.
Again, wow. Okay. Well, game's pretty much wide open for me. I'm gonna go Creed, number 3.
Oh, I forgot Creed.
Creed's hilarious.
I didn't even write him down on my list here. I'm gonna go with Kelly.
Pam is a number 1. I love Pam. Pam's great.
You don't think Pam's the number 1?
Number 1.
No?
Interesting. Yeah. Anyways.
All right. I'll go with Kelly.
Kelly. Okay.
All right.
I do like Kelly. I just don't know the strength of the team that you're picking, man. I think you might be headed towards like a Detroit Lions
I'm heading towards an L.
season. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, wide open here. I do want some girl power on the team.
Okay.
I do want some girl power. I'm going to go Phyllis. I think Phyllis is a sleeper.
Phyllis.
I think Phyllis is hilarious.
Taking Phyllis over what? Angela?
Yeah.
Jan? I'll go with Kevin.
I think it's shocking to take Phyllis over Jan.
Is this my 4th pick?
Yeah.
All right.
I did want Kevin.
Yeah,
I did
I'll go
want
with Kevin.
That's a good pick.
And the of course the classic chili when he brings the chili in.
Of course. Yeah. Of course. I believe. Do I have this one? I have one of the Funko Pops, but it's at. Do I have this one? Now I'm
What?
starting to think I don't have this one.
What's that?
Oh, Kevin with the chili pot. If I don't, I'm gonna have to go buy it.
Right. I don't think I've seen it.
I don't know. No, I don't think I do because I think I have another Dwight with the Jello, the stapler in Jello.
Oh, right.
And then I have who's my other one? Maybe it is Kevin. I'm gonna pay attention to the Instagram story. I'll post it today. I forgot which ones I have at home. Anyways, last pick. Who's left on the board? A lot of good
We've
ones.
got see Daryl, Andy, Angela, Oscar.
I'm gonna go with another sleeper here.
Yeah.
And I'm calling him a sleeper because sleeping was his favorite thing to do at work. Stanley.
Oh, right. Damn, I think he does have the stronger team.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
All right, my final scene. I'll go Angela. I'll go with Angela.
Yikes, buddy. That's all I got to say about your team. I mean, we're talking 2007 New England Patriots against I don't even any Cleveland Browns team before this year.
What do we got?
Oh, you want the team? You want to hear what you have? You sure?
Maybe not.
Okay. So for me, I have Michael, Dwight, Creed, Phyllis, and Stanley.
Damn, that's
Stacked.
good. That's stacked lineup.
And you are sitting at Pam, Jim, Kelly, Kevin, and Angela.
What do you think? Who's got the better team?
Moving on. Moving on here.
Speaking of Kevin, there was some either TikTok or Facebook post this week about how when they were on the bus, I think that bus episode, The Office on the Bus.
Yep.
Kevin was doing some math, and he was like, if you take so many sandwiches and then multiply by sandwiches, and Angela looks at him and says, so now you can do math?
Yeah.
It's like he can nail it when it's about sandwiches.
Food-related.
Yeah.
I do have to say, to brighten things a little bit for you,
Yeah.
You won the drawing game.
Did I really?
You did. You did.
Wow.
Yeah, there was 10 votes. 10 votes. You got 8 of them. I only got 2.
Nice.
I feel a little disrespected, but that's all right. Only get 2 votes, but that's okay.
All right, we do have our random question quickly before we get to Feel Good Friday. And our question this week is, what are some things you are starting to like less the older you get? What are some things you are starting to like less the older you get?
You.
My answer was people.
Well, mine's a specific person.
You.
You. Yeah, everybody said people. Dana said people. Abby said people. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't know.
I think that's the one go-to answer.
Yeah.
Crowds?
Yeah, with that
For
crowd,
sure. I
yeah.
think that you might file that under people as well.
You might.
Crowds
You might.
for sure. Yeah.
I don't know what else. The only thing that came to mind was like cotton candy. I used to love it as a kid, but now if we get some for Liam and he's like, "Grabby, try some," I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm kind of shocked though. You're Mr. Sweet Tooth. One
Not for
I
that.
haven't reached yet, but I think a lot of people might agree with is staying up late.
True.
I still love staying up late. I'm waiting for it to kick in because my health probably needs it. But yeah, I love staying
It's
up
funny.
late.
I did morning radio for years where I was getting up at 4:15. So, I never stayed up late.
Right.
And I've been out of morning radio now for 6, 7 years. And I still don't like staying up late. It's 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm gone.
I love it. The world's quiet. I don't know. It's just very. You ever drive around at 2 a.m.? I'm not saying that's what I do.
I haven't done it in a long time.
On a regular basis, I don't just I'm going to go for a drive at 2 a.m. I don't do that. But the times I have driven at 2 a.m., I drove to the airport the other day at 4 a.m.
Right.
Nobody's out. It's nice.
So anyway,
Very cool.
Anything else? Let us know. What are some things you're starting to like less the older you get?
Diane says my spouse.
Ouch.
Diane, you're not supposed to admit that on the internet live.
Well.
Let's see. Dana said Paula just says crowds, twins. Yeah, for sure, crowds.
Yeah.
Abby says a crowded room that's too loud for too long.
Oh yeah. Or what's really bugging me lately? Restaurants. Restaurants are getting louder, aren't they?
Maybe, or maybe you're just getting old.
Could be. Trish has a theory, though, that a lot of the restaurants, remember restaurants you'd walk in the dining room and they were carpeted and they had booths with, they were plush or they had curtains. A lot of places now have hardwood floors. They have very little stuff to absorb the sound. So
I would think cleaning is the main reason.
Probably.
But that's
You're
a good point. Less things that absorb the sound.
Yeah.
All right, so restaurants just need acoustic panels everywhere. All around. Foam.
Then I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right. Time for Feel Good Friday. We do have one in the chats.
Yes.
You can scroll back to get Diane's in the chats while I read a story from KAKE TV. 3 years ago, Casey Hubbard of Moore, Oklahoma, had a dream of following in his brother's footsteps. He wanted to participate in a high school marching band. There was one obstacle, though. Casey was born with spina bifida and requires a wheelchair to get around. Well, that didn't stop Casey, who's now 16. He learned to become an expert trumpet player, and he got the attention of Adam Merhorter, who is the director of bands at Southmore High School. Adam got involved and helped Casey make his dream come true. Instead of just having Casey play his trumpet on the sidelines, Adam now pushes his student, Casey, on the field when he performs with the school's marching band. Thanks to Adam's care and attention, Casey's experiences with the marching band have exceeded his expectations. He said, I thought I was going to be on the sidelines and stuff, but my director, he literally asked me, what do you want to do for high school? And I was like, well, I want to be on the field with everybody else, and I want to be able to march. So we did just that. And he made it happen. Now Casey says he's really excited about all the performances and marching band competitions that are on the schedule, adding, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. So hats off to Casey and especially his band director.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. That's a great story. Diane did have one as well. She said, my sister had emergency triple bypass yesterday and came to it fine and is resting as comfortably as can be expected.
All right.
Well, that's great to hear that everything's going well.
And by the way, feel free to let us know in the chat or a voicemail or email if you have something in your life that you'd like us to celebrate on a future Foodie Friday.
Foodie Friday?
Well,
that's weird.
I'm looking ahead already. On a future Feel Good Friday.
There
you go. We'll do that for you.
Perfect.
One more quick story before this week's Foodie. According to a new survey, 70% of rich people are worried about handing down their fortunes to their kids or other heirs because they aren't sure that the kids or the heirs will use their inheritance wisely, quote unquote. We'll have to see how things shake out because economists are predicting we are going to see the greatest wealth transfer in human history over the next 20 years. There will be an estimated $73 trillion moving from the people who earned it to a bunch of people who did not earn it.
Interesting.
And all I can say is, what could possibly go wrong?
True. I mean, if anyone's not comfortable handing it to their kids, you can hand it to the Pete Braley Show.
Sure.
Well, yeah. We'll take it.
We'd love to have it.
Yeah.
Time for Foodie Friday, and a traditional offering is back, so we decided to give it a try. Time once again for Foodie Friday, as today, well, I'm sorry, we're moving into Christmas, I guess.
This guy never follows directions.
What?
Ever.
Oh, because we're supposed to continue with Thanksgiving.
We have like a hour-long discussion the other day about Foodie Friday ideas. Let's stick with Thanksgiving. We just did pie. Let's keep on going Thanksgiving. I said, hey, what are we recording today?
Peppermint mocha coffee.
Now, in my own defense, I did look for a mincemeat pie, which
How hard did you look?
I researched.
Scale
it.
1 to 10, probably like a 4.
Scale of 1 to 10, I'd say 6 or 7.
So we'll adjust that for personal bias. 4. In other words.
I Googled mincemeat pie near me, and I didn't know Sarah Lee made one, and also what is it, Marie Callender? That's another frozen food. Or
I don't know why you know so much about frozen food brands.
because I researched it.
Okay. Anyways, it's chill. we'll segue in here. It's chilly outside. I've got the beanie on. We'll just pretend it's Christmas season. Maybe you're one of those weirdos that does think it's Christmas season already.
I saw an
There
interesting
you go. Merry Christmas.
An interesting post the other day from someone who pointed out that Christmas is a season. Thanksgiving is a day. All right?
Yeah,
So
okay.
celebrate Thanksgiving, but it's okay to be in the Christmas spirit.
I guess.
You know?
I don't know. I got mixed feelings. Sometimes I agree with stuff like that. Other times it's like, yeah, but how do you go Christmas and then, let's take a break.
Thanksgiving,
and then back to Christmas.
Christmas.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way.
Starbucks has their Christmas offerings, and Dunkin' Donuts has theirs as well.
But we're in Massachusetts, so we're doing frickin' Dunkin'.
It's
man.
mostly
Yeah.
Dunkin', yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a Dunkin' on every corner.
Exactly.
So they are out with their peppermint mocha signature latte, which we picked up.
And a nice Christmas cup as well.
Yes.
Full honesty, I haven't had a full cup of coffee yet today. That's probably why I'm a little grouchy.
Oh.
So I need this.
All right.
I
He
need
hasn't
this.
had this.
I've only had a couple sips of one before we had to leave and come here. So
Now, they do offer the peppermint mocha latte in either hot or cold.
yes.
So I don't really drink iced coffee. I never have.
I like iced coffee. I just feel like this is a coffee in which it should be warm.
Okay.
We're pretending it's Christmas time. It is chilly outside.
Yes, it is.
I mean, we've had like 75-degree days, but not today.
No.
It's chilly outside.
No.
I got the beanie on, the hoodie. By the way, why did we not talk? This is the most depressing Foodie Friday we've done color-wise. Look at us.
Oh, that's right.
Why didn't we talk about this? We look like we're going to a funeral.
We never do. We never discuss wardrobe before the show.
The only time I will is if I plan on wearing a green shirt, because that can really clash if you're wearing like bright red or...
Okay, right.
But yeah, well, the most depressing Foodie Friday.
All right, so here we go. It's the peppermint mocha latte.
Do you want a fork?
We usually do on Foodie Friday, don't we?
Just stab the cup and then we'll drink it that way.
I can't wait for the TikTok commenter
I'm
that
kidding.
says,
Give me
who drinks coffee
Give
with
me
a
that
fork? It's a joke.
I need to take it back because he will like stab the cup and then his hand.
Be all over me. All right, here we go. Peppermint mocha latte.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is like the first time we've actually been able to cheers something that does traditionally get cheers.
You get cheers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyways,
All right, here we go.
That's good stuff.
It is good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Many times throughout the year, because our family is just weird, I enjoy peppermint coffee creamer on a regular basis.
That's true. We have it year round.
Just because it's Trish
My name's not Trish.
and everybody else's favorite coffee creamer. So
yeah.
tastes like that. It's good stuff. I feel Christmassy. Hold on. Sorry. All I want for Christmas. Yeah, no, definitely gets me in the Christmas
Is
spirit.
you.
Yeah.
It tastes a little bit more like hot chocolate than coffee to me.
Agreed. It's very sweet.
Might be too sweet for some, but I think it's pretty
Well,
good.
it does have the whipped cream definitely adds to that. Yeah. Dentist wise, probably not a good coffee.
Probably not. And do you want me to look up the calories?
No. We don't count calories on the Pete Braley Show. Okay.
What?
And most of the time we record like 4 Foodie Fridays in one day. So
Yeah, that's right.
it would definitely not today, luckily, but sometimes we eat a lot,
way over the limit.
So
Yeah.
we can't count calories here.
Oh, by the way, let me sneak one more thing in here. I did find sweet potato pie. And I called him and I said, you don't want to, because he doesn't like sweet potatoes.
No.
I was like, you don't want to try sweet potato pie, do you? And he's like, no.
I indulged in pies that I typically would not have indulged in for last week's Foodie
week.
Friday.
Right.
Made that sacrifice. They ended up being okay. I draw the line at sweet potato pie. I'm not going to do that.
Not going to do that one?
No.
All right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, the Dunkin' Donuts peppermint mocha latte gets an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I might have it again this Christmas season. I don't think I really miss it, once Christmas is over.
Yeah. I think this is an unfair review because this tastes very similar to the coffee I drink on a daily basis.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to give it a straight up 9. But
9.
take that with a grain of salt. This feels like home, is what it feels like, because it feels like my usual morning routine.
Isn't that what Christmas is supposed to remind you of?
Yes, that's what every Hallmark movie reminds us.
By the way, you can't really see it. This is Kenzie, who is Cat and Josh's dog.
She's gone.
So, if you have any ideas for a future Foodie Friday, let us know in the chats, or you can email us or whatever. We'd love to know. It can be something. It can be a restaurant, something in the store, whatever. Something you see advertised, we might feature. You done?
Well, the list gets longer and longer.
Every week.
Every week.
We just might feature it on a future Foodie Friday. I just found out that Dana would have made us a mincemeat pie.
So what does that tell you deep down? What is it? Right off the bat, interpret that. What does that tell you?
What, that he would have made us?
Tells you that you didn't do good research, is what it tells you. You didn't even ask the chef that we have on call.
That's true. Well, Trish was on vacation, so how would we have picked it up? Or
what, are we only friends with Dana because of Trish? I'm friends with Dana because Dana's awesome.
And by the way, Dana, I do want to apologize. I did not mean to insult the chef because he said, boxed pie?
It's too late.
Why don't you insult? It's too late.
You already insulted him.
Oh. Sorry, Dana.
Sorry, Dana. We probably lost a viewer and a good friend.
He also said he would have delivered. Next week, mincemeat pie?
I guess. Maybe the ship has already sailed. Maybe Dana doesn't want to make it anymore.
Could be. All right. Stand by for the post show where we can catch up on some chats. And
we have a lot of chats to catch up on.
Do we? All right. Just hang out for a little bit. If you must go, we do leave you with a thought for the day. And our thought today is, no matter how many people believe or don't believe in you, you must be the ultimate believer in yourself first. All right. Stand by. The post show's next.
So don't act like I didn't notice that during Feel Good Friday your phone went off or something.
I don't know how that happened.
I heard that loud and clear.
No, I honestly, I have the volume turned down on the tablet.
Just fix your issues, man.
And
we're trying to run a professional show over here.
I know we are. I'm sorry. I don't know how that.
I say that while wearing a Pizza Planet T-shirt. This is a professional.
Serious show.
Yeah, exactly.
Serious show.
Goodness.
Yeah, weird day today. I'm doing a football game this afternoon at 1:00, which is a weird. It is Veterans Day, so I don't know if they did that because of the weather.
Could be.
We are expecting some heavy rain and wind tonight.
I love rain so much.
Yeah, you do.
Love it.
Kat's game is still planned for tonight, so she gonna get wet.
Hopefully she doesn't. I'll give her that. Hopefully right when she gets home is when it starts raining. I doubt it, but hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Diane did say, but way back in the beginning, she said, "Good morning, squad." First off, good morning, Diane.
Good morning.
She said, "To all our vets, a huge thank you for your service, including my husband, who was a Navy corpsman back in the day."
Oh.
So happy Veterans Day.
All right, Scott, right?
I do want to say I read that as corpsman, and I was like, that ain't right.
That can't be right.
Think twice, Matt, before you read that.
So let me get this. We were talking about this on the way here. Veterans Day honors those that have served.
Have served, yeah. Aren't currently serving.
Memorial Day honors those that have died in battle.
Yep.
And
is it? I think it's also just who have served that have died.
That have died. Okay, yeah, because you're
Doesn't necessarily
remembering
have to
them.
be in battle.
Memorial.
Correct.
Doug, Marla, and Stephen have told us that Armed Forces Day is when you celebrate those that are serving.
Very confusing.
That's sometime in May. So
But I think we got that right. Maybe?
I think so.
Let's see. Justin says, morning lads from one of the only hot places in the country, Florida.
Yeah, could be.
Abby's at 32 this morning. But she said,
30.
I'll take it. Usually we have snow by now.
Oh, wow.
Climate change.
It's going to be near 70 again today here in Fairhaven.
It's so funny because we have three ACs at the Braley household. One downstairs and two upstairs in the bedrooms.
Yep.
And the downstairs one and your bedroom one get taken out pretty early on, like probably
Pretty much
September.
sometime in
probably got taken
September.
out.
Yeah.
But my room does not get any sort of breeze.
No. We get the sea breeze. He does not.
I do not. I live in a cave. So my room stays pretty hot, but the past couple of days have been pretty chilly.
True.
But before that, like last week, I had to run it a couple of days because it got up to these warm days and then it got cold again. And Trish was like, "You still have your AC in. When are you going to take it out? We're approaching December here."
It's
And
been a weird year.
I said to her, until the weather proves to me that I'm not going to sweat while sleeping, I'll take it out. But we have not reached that, and now I might have to run it tonight. Who knows? Crazy.
Let's see. Diane did say that she didn't think. I don't think I'll ever drink peppermint in my coffee. It just doesn't sound right to me. I like it.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like it.
Grant, I'm not like a huge coffee connoisseur though. I just kind of found something that works and I go with it. So maybe that's why.
Could be.
But I do like it. Abby says, "I just love that widow pumpkin behind the old guy." Right there. Buddy,
What?
who do you think's the old guy here? You.
Be me.
Now, what would behind you imply? It would be something behind you.
Behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The widow pumpkin.
The widow pumpkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it there.
Did
We
she
were
spell-
running out of space on her.
Did she
She
spell
put
no?
widow. Yeah.
Whittle.
What do you think, me? I would have said that. The widow pumpkin.
No,
she
that's
put it.
That's not your.
not me. I'm not a
that's
widow
not
guy,
your style.
really. That's not really my style.
Not your style.
She also said it was her mama's birthday yesterday. Well,
Oh, that's right.
Camo, happy birthday.
Pauline. Celebrate.
That's what I'm talking about.
boom, boom,
And turn
boom.
down before you hopefully can avoid a copyright there. Even though it doesn't really
That'd be
matter.
nice. Yeah.
What else? You got any other chats there, buddy? It looks like you've kind of taken the day off. You just put your tablet to the side there.
No. So what do you think? Should we do mincemeat pie next week? I've never had.
Well, it's up to Dana. Can
Yeah.
you get us a pie by next week? Well, we record it in the middle of the week, so
Yeah,
you don't need to get it on Friday.
Right. We do it midweek sometimes, but I think I told the story before. My mother used to make a mincemeat pie every year for her brother, my Uncle Al. And I never had any interest to try it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really have any. See, this is Dana. We do need to say straight up. I don't want to insult you.
Oh, no.
But, like, if I don't like the mincemeat pie, I don't want to like insult
Oh,
Dana.
the chef, right.
That's why it's a little awkward. If it's a box pie, see, this is why I think maybe we went with a box pie before. It's like,
we didn't want to insult
who
him.
am I insulting? Sally Mae or whoever you said her name was?
What
The
do we got?
brand?
Table Talk Pies?
I have no idea.
Sarah Lee.
Sarah Lee. Sarah Mae? Sarah Lee?
You're not familiar with Sarah Lee? No?
No.
Okay.
I've not gotten to the age in which I obsess over frozen food brands yet.
I don't
Not yet.
obsess.
I'll probably get there one day.
I don't obsess.
Sarah says Wendy's, in all caps, Wendy's is coming out with a peppermint frosty.
Oh.
A couple people said, Danny said yuck.
To the peppermint frosty?
I
Yeah.
like peppermint in things. Like I like mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. Diane says unless it's chocolate with a hint of mint.
And Sarah, what was
I don't
that?
know. I'm curious to see what it tastes like.
Sarah, what was that coffee I got yesterday at Starbucks? It was one of Starbucks holiday offerings. But I tell you, it's like having that one coffee was enough. There's no way I could do two of those. Because it's just like it's very sweet.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I drink peppermint creamer, but I put very little in there.
Yeah.
That Dunkin' Donuts one was very sweet,
Yeah.
but it was good. I mean, it was good. There's nothing wrong
And-
with a little extra sweetness every now and then.
I can't imagine what the calories are for the. I'm afraid to look it up. What the calories are for these drinks.
Probably not great. Anything in moderation is okay. Dana says World Cup starts this weekend, doesn't it?
Is it this weekend?
Justin,
I
when does it officially start? Next weekend, I think. I don't know because I know
Okay.
there's still Premier League games this weekend, so not this weekend.
What did I read this week? I guess FIFA or one of the
Justin said yes here, so maybe it does start this weekend.
one of the soccer video games, I guess, has predicted the World Cup winner for the last couple of times.
Okay.
And Justin, am I right? They're predicting Venezuela again.
Oh, I did not hear that.
They do expect the U.S. to do well, though, to go deep into the.
I don't know. We're looking a little questionable. It's going to be interesting to see. Yeah. There's some good players on other teams.
Oh, and by the way, I think we teased this last week, but we did have 2 TVs out last Sunday.
I forgot to put the picture up. Yeah,
because
that's right.
Trish was away.
When the Trish is away, the boys will play.
So, of course, we had the Patriots on the main TV, and we had the Dolphins and the Bears on the other TV with no sound.
Yep.
So I saw the whole Dolphin game because I was watching this way. He was watching that way.
2 terrible games. Well, no, the Dolphins-Bears game was actually close.
That was pretty
I will
good.
Say.
Yeah.
The Pats-Colts was... We won, but it was ugly.
It's like...
The defense won the game. The offense looked like garbage.
Somebody has to win this.
Yeah.
So it might as well be them. So, yeah, we
Base-
did have the 2 TVs going, and we're thinking about, because he has to go up in the attic to get the other TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then you did set it up. We enjoyed the game. Then you put it back up. So,
I mean, Trish wasn't home, so I waited a couple days, and then I put it back up when I felt like it. But now Trish is home, so I will be going up there on Sunday night if we do the 2 TVs. I don't know. Patriots aren't on bye, so it's not completely necessary at the moment, but we'll see.
did you see what Abby wrote? Her son Logan stole her merch.
What?
She said, Logan stole my merch from me. I'm going to have to buy more. Well,
Logan keeps stealing it. I'm kidding.
by the way, for holiday shopping, you can find the link to our merch. And
Shameless plug.
Yes, you can check out the sweatshirts, T-shirts, coffee mugs.
Yeah. So apparently Pete's trying to buy a new car or something. I don't know. We didn't even plan on that. I think we all kind of agreed on would you rather. Let's see, skateboard or walking on your hands. Everybody said skateboard. That was an easy one. Danny says, Pete, they make skateboards with oh shit bars. What are oh shit bars? Like
I would
handles?
need that. I would need that. Does that
you
make it a scooter, though? If you put a handlebar on a skateboard?
I don't think so.
No?
Scooter's 2 wheels, skateboard's 4.
True.
Maybe that's the difference.
True.
I don't know. Gail says, I don't have the balance for either, but if I did pick, I'd pick walking on my hands. I would want hand shoes, though. That is true.
Okay.
But really, walking around, if you had to pick, okay. I mean, I do think it's kind of assumed that you'll have the skill to do either one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you had to pick walking on your hands and you don't have the skill to do that, that's unfortunate. You just can't move for the rest of your life.
Right.
Yeah. Lie or insult somebody. What would you rather pay $5 for? Dana says lie. Justin says insult someone. Ann says lie. Dana says I'm a good Christian. LMAO. Abby says, I mean, what if it's playful insults? True. Kind of a weird. Either way, you're awful.
Right. Right.
Let's see. Diane says, Pete, John Ross posted that. I saw it and cracked up. What did John Ross post? What were you talking about earlier during Would You Rather?
Oh, I was talking about a couple of things.
Pets? Oh, allergy to pets? Something a pet you don't like?
No, I don't think that was it. No.
Insulting somebody? Lying?
What did John post?
I don't know. We both have a terrible memory.
I'll have to go back and look.
Let's see. Anything else that you wanted to get to?
No, I think that's it. Let's see. There was something here about Dana doing the... Diane says, Dana, make it authentic mincemeat that actually has meat in it. With, I guess, cherries and dried fruits as well. I don't remember my mom's mincemeat pie having meat in it. So
Either way, gross. Justin did say next weekend for the World Cup. Justin says predicting Argentina. Yeah, I saw somebody else predict Argentina. Someone predicted Argentina-Brazil final, and Argentina would win.
all right. Could happen.
I don't know.
But Diane did say John posted the thing about
Colon cleanse.
Colon cleanse.
Okay, and burritos from Taco Bell.
Why do people spend so much money for a colon cleanse when Taco Bell has a $4.99 meal?
Dana says, does Wednesday work for a mincemeat pie? Yeah, it works for me, I believe.
I suppose.
Yeah, I'm on Wednesdays. I only have obligations at 7 p.m. So,
That's right.
Yeah.
By the way, Hunter Braley does a live stream Wednesday nights at 7.
I don't know who he thinks he is changing his name, but
I know.
yeah, feel free to join right here on YouTube.
You're one of those Hollywood types, huh?
That's just me.
I guess so.
Wearing Pizza Planet shirts and running this ish.
By the way, next week is our Thanksgiving show. We will be taking Black Friday off because he
Gotta
wants
do some shopping.
He wants to go grab a big screen TV or something.
I don't.
So,
I will not be Black Friday shopping.
Right.
I've had to work Black Fridays before.
That's
Once
right.
you work one, you don't go. You don't go.
Never want to go.
Nope.
I did read something about how, America getting back to normal. People are actually planning to shop in stores this Black Friday more than they have in the past 2 years.
I think overall Black Friday's kind of losing its thunder, though.
Think so?
Yeah. I mean, nowadays with online shopping, like,
And so
I
many.
don't think there's a big appeal to going to a store.
I've got the Walmart app because we do our grocery shopping that way. They've been teasing Black Friday offers for it seems like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yep.
That you can actually take advantage of it now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Which always makes you think but is there going to be a better deal? Like, what's this deal? Why are we doing this deal? And then Black Friday, is there a better deal? And then Cyber Monday, is there a better deal?
I've always thought
Am I going to end up buying 3 of them and having to return 2 of them?
I've always thought that the closer you get to Christmas, they want to get rid of the stuff so the prices might go down.
Yeah, unless it's a thing that has high demand and might
Right.
sell out. You don't want to take that risk. What if it's Princess Unicorn? My kiss will pierce the sky.
We got to go.
Office. Last thing, Justin says Black Friday. It's another reason why we're not going to do the show and also not going to go Black Friday shopping. It's the U.S. versus England.
Oh, okay.
World Cup, Revolutionary War Part 2 is what he said. So who's going to win? I hear it's the battle on what to call the sport because we call it soccer. They call it football.
Football.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Well, I'm sure they don't say football.
Don't they
just say
spell it
football.
Futbol?
Different places do.
Okay.
Depends on your language.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Spanish, F-U with an accent, T-B-O-L.
Okay.
That's how you spell it.
All right.
I think in England, right, Justin? It's just football, the way we spell
The
football.
way we spell
Footy, they call it, which
Footy.
I like. A little footy.
Little footy.
Little footy game. All right.
right.
Anyways, we got to get going.
Hey, I will see you next week, all right?
Yeah, I'll see you then.
Yeah.
I'll see you then. I'm not going to talk to you until then. We live in the same house, but I don't even look at me.
Have a great week.
Don't look at me.
Sorry.
You just looked at me. He already broke the freaking rule. Anyways.
Have a great week. If you've got weather coming your way, good luck with that.
And be safe.
Yeah, be safe.
And if it's raining, think of me. And how much joy it's bringing me.
He loves a rainy night.
Maybe it's
I
a
love
depressing
rainy
thing.
night.
Maybe I should get that checked out. I love the rain. It's so peaceful. There's nothing more. There's
I
nothing
admit-
better than curling up with a good book on a rainy day.
You never read a book.
That's a freaking lie. I read books every day.
He's reading the Harry
You
Potter
don't
book.
even know me.
I made him.
I'm your son. I live with you, and you didn't even know me.
We gotta go.
At dinner last night, I was talking about a book I was reading. We had a conversation about it. Yeah, you got some nerve to act like I'm uncultured.
You've never made a mistake in your life and said something you shouldn't have?
Not once.
Okay. No matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.